Your spine is a magic wand. We're diving into esoteric knowledge here, my friends, on the occult anatomy of man and how we can apply really potent breathing practices to that knowledge to really unlock the DNA, unlock the potential, unlock the magic within. If you guys enjoy or appreciate this message, please hit that like button and share this with someone you think it will impact. Furthermore, if you want to go deeper into the breath training that I'm going to talk about inside of this video, there's actually a breathwork masterclass coming up here in December. You can sign up for that free class, link in the description, or get notified about future classes. And there's also a free breathwork training guide if you just want to develop the breathwork energy work capacity within yourself. Without further ado, my friends, let's do this thing. There's a couple points I want to hit on. Try to make this video a couple times now, but I kept going off on tangents. Essentially, my friends, I want to communicate the idea that the spine, by unlocking the spine and learning to breathe through the whole being and into the spine, we can clear up and free up the vital energy, the flow of life force that occurs through the spine. You see, the spine is a central nervous system. The brain stem, and the spine really are the conductors and the vehicle that all information, all energy passes through and is carried through into the rest of the body, into the vital organs, the whole shebang, okay? So we're going to talk about unlocking the spine, but first I do want to go into basically the composition of man, okay? So man has a heavenly nature and an earthly nature, okay? We have this animal nature and we have a divine nature within us. The divine nature, in fact, comes first. We are spiritual beings having this earthly experience. We have to realize that we are literally an upside down tree, okay? We need to understand how we came to be in this body. Manly P. Hall would say that spirit circumscribed a circle, okay, and manifested within it into greater layers of density. So essentially, our divine nature circumscribed a circle and manifested into greater layers of density. The seed of consciousness was planted, okay? And through being fueled by the divine nature, we sprouted leaves and branches into the earth. We sprouted our body. We can see the manifestation of the tree, the seen part of the tree, as our physical body, as our physical being. But we have to understand that we have roots into the heavens, and this is directly applicable when it comes to understanding energy work and understanding the flow of life force in the body and how to channel that, okay? So we're going to be using this tree analogy quite a bit here. Essentially, my friends, man was created. When you were sitting in your mother's womb, right, that embryonic stage, right, you were essentially, the first thing that was created was the center of the brain and the brainstem, okay? That third eye, that, pineal gland, the center of your brain there, is kind of like a stargate, okay? It's the center of your consciousness, and everything manifested outward from there, okay? From there, the brain was created, and then slowly, the spine was manifested downwards, okay? Carrying the central nervous system, carrying all life force, and basically your essential blueprint. From there, the nervous system, okay, branched off into the branches of the tree, right? And manifested your vital organs, manifested the tissues, the blood vessels, the lymphatic system, right? All the way down to the bones and the skin, right? Your body manifested outward from the spine. The spine is the original blueprint, the original source of energy and information, okay? The spine carries all energy and information. Furthermore, okay, so we can see that we manifested downwards, okay? This is a really important idea. Okay, really important idea. We're going to talk about breathing like a tree here in a second. Furthermore, your spine has all these centers, these plexuses and ganglia, right, that hold vital energy, okay? These, like the solar plexus, the sacral plexus, right? These centers, okay, have a corresponding etheric center. Have a corresponding etheric center that is kind of like batteries of the body. Okay, these batteries of the body hold life force. The thing is our spine is blocked off. Oftentimes our head is disconnected from our heart, is disconnected from our intestines and our roots, right? And because of that, the vital life force is not circulating properly, right? And the spine cannot channel life force with clear intention to become a creator into this world. If we want to learn magic, we need to learn how to access all the life force in the body and correctly channel it up the spine, right, and into the world. The spine is a magic wand. So unlocking the spine, to do that, there's this breathing technique that I've been, teaching people lately, and that's called the spinal breathing technique. Okay, that's what we're going to get into here. Essentially, my friends, we have our roots up in heaven, right? And the body is like the branches of the tree. We can see it in the nervous system, how the nervous system all branches off the central nervous system. Okay. Spinal breathing, what that looks like is starting with full body breathing. Breathing through all the pores, all the cells of your entire body. This is a really deep, powerful practice. Okay, you lay on your back and you start breathing through basically the anatomy. Hold on. Okay, and you start breathing through your whole body, right? Bring your body into calmness, into stillness, right? And then what you do, after you kind of had this induction into a breath work or energy work meditation what you want to do is essentially realize that your skin, your pores, right? Your organs, every part of your body is like the leaves of a tree. What do the leaves of a tree do? They breathe. The leaves of a tree breathe in light, okay? And channel it into the trunk of the tree, which is your spine. Your spine is the trunk of the tree, okay? Let's see if I can erase this. Your spine is the trunk of the tree. So we're going to breathe through all the leaves of the body or the pores of the body. We're going to breathe in the etheric light, the pranic energy that's in an ocean. We exist in an ocean of energy, my friends, in this divine ocean of energy all around us. And what we must do is actually begin to breathe through the whole body and channel that energy into the spine. That looks like holding a full awareness, being fully aware of your entire body and being, right? And breathing and sucking the energy in and charging it into the spine and imagining that the spine is becoming like this glowing, white, warm rod, right? This magic wand, this holy stick, right? And you're breathing through all the leaves of the tree and charging that up, okay? Furthermore, at the same time, the roots of the tree, right? Your divine nature, your heavenly nature, you're feeding off cosmic energy, okay? You're feeding off cosmic energy and bringing it into the brain, bringing it into the third eye, bringing it down the spine, right? So essentially you're breathing through your head, you're breathing through your hands, you're breathing through your feet, you're breathing through all the cells of the body. And you're taking a deep inhale. And as you inhale, you're imagining that you're drawing this energy in from the ocean around you and charging up the spine, okay? On the exhale, what you want to do is imagine that your spine is shining forth, okay? That your spine is literally shining forth out of your body and through your whole body, okay? As if the tree was starting to glow, right? It inhales carbon dioxide and exhales oxygen, It's like you are breathing in everything into that spine, and then as you exhale, you're witnessing the spine glow back through you, okay? You're witnessing the divine nature, the roots, channel energy through the spine and back into the whole body. This is interesting because a lot of, maybe like Kundalini yoga practices or esoteric breathing have to do with moving energy up the spine. And yes, that's powerful. That's a piece of energy work. But breathing into, breathing into the original image, my friends, breathing into basically the operation of the tree in which you are, really revitalizes and energizes the spine. How I discovered this practice. Okay. I'm going to talk about this practice, then we're going to talk deeper into the esoteric knowledge and talk about some hermeticism here. But how I discovered this practice was jumping into really cold water. There's a stream by my house. It's always freezing. I live in the mountains, right? And I'd jump into this cold water after doing breath work, and I'd lay there, and that water would just be biting, bitter cold, like freezing your skin kind of feeling, right? And what I would do is I would completely relax, and I'd feel my whole body, like our whole body is literally hanging on the spine. Your organs are hanging on the spine like balloons. Your skin, your muscles, right? Your bones are all hanging on the spine. I would literally just float in that stream and let my body hang on the spine. And I'd breathe in, and I'd imagine that the cold that I was feeling all around me was prana, and that I was breathing it in and charging the central command center of the body. I was charging it with prana. I was literally breathing in this current of energy that's flowing all around me, charging up the spine, exhaling and glowing with light, right? And if you do that, you realize, like, holy shit, all of a sudden you start breathing through your legs into your spine, you start breathing through your hands into your spine, your head into your spine. You start cultivating a lot of vital magnetism. Furthermore, you start opening up the blockages, the impediments, the misalignments in the spine to allow dynamic energy circulation to once again flow. You see, oftentimes right now in the modern day, we're cut off, right? Our head is way over there thinking about things. Our heart, our feelings, like literally we're cut off. Our awareness is cut off into different places of our body. We do not fully inhabit the body. But by doing deep, full body breathing and then breathing through the spine, what we can actually do is charge up and realign the spine. And by doing this, we reactivate the magic wand within man. By having a fully online spine, we can complete the process of God's work per se. We can complete the hermetic process of bringing the two into one, okay? You see, creator, okay? The heavenly part of man, the divine portion of man, manifested downward into matter. It was an upside down tree, okay? Manifesting down into matter. And what we must do is let that energy fully descend to fully inhabit the material plane, and then rise up the divine fire, the heavenly fire, back up through the 33 degrees of the spine per se, and illuminate. That means that God would be fully manifest in the earth plane, in the physical body, in the seen part of the tree. You see, the seen part of the tree is the earthly part of the tree. The heavenly part of the tree is unseen, right? So that God can fully manifest, or the energy or your divine will or your higher self can fully manifest into the earth plane. And then you can rise up that divine fire back up the spine and become a creator, okay? You see, we're here on earth plane to learn how to become creators. And to become a creator, my friends, we must learn how to align with the original blueprint of man and utilize basically the mechanisms of vital magnetism of life force, and learn to direct those currents to create into the world. This is the next level. This is the deeper level, the inner level of creation, my friends. So when we can align with that energy, we can use all energy available to work through us in a very clear way and direct it through our eye back out into the world. Okay, this is becoming a creator. So spinal breathing, just a quick recap, then we're gonna get into the body as the eye and some esoteric knowledge. Spinal breathing, my friends, breathe through all the leaves of the body, all the branches of the body, and basically bring in energy into the trunk. Pull in energy from the roots, from your divine nature into the trunk, right? And charge up that tree. Exhale and let that tree glow. Let your body glow. Let the spine shine forth, okay? By doing this is kind of getting into part 2 of the video. Okay, so everyone here, stay tuned. We're about to dive in. Drop a time code if you would on where we began some of the esoteric knowledge here. So, this is the words of Jesus from the Gospel of Thomas. Okay. When you make the two into one, and you make the outside like the inside, and the inside like the outside, and the above like the below, and when you make the male and the female one and the same, right? And you have fashioned eyes in the place of an eye, a hand in the place of a hand, a foot in the place of a foot, and a likeness in the place of a likeness, then you will enter the kingdom. This is super deep. This is all about energy work, my friends. This is all about the esoteric anatomy. When you make the two into one, and the outside like the inside, right? He says this in many gospels, not just the hidden gospel of Thomas. But when you make the two into one, and the outside like the inside, okay, you enter the kingdom. When you say to the mountain, move, the mountain will move. When you make the inside like the outside, what is he saying here? He's saying through spinal breathing, okay, through basically esoteric breathing practices, which I've been elaborating a lot on in this channel and in the free guide beneath us, in the intensive breathwork training program, link in the description for that. In all of this stuff, my friends, it's about learning to essentially feel and charge the field in which we sit in, charge the spine, which is the conductor, the flow of the toroidal field, right? It's about learning to charge up this vehicle by breathing in the life force all around us, the vibration of Earth, right? The vibration of the cosmos, breathing it all in, letting our body resonate, letting that field permeate through us, right? And then exhaling and literally allowing ourselves to merge with the outside. This is becoming formless. And we can become formless when we first basically learn to breathe into that spine area, right? And start opening the pathways and permeating the energy field, okay? So that our toroidal field can become pure. Whatever is in our spine, whatever charge and openness we're holding in our spine, the field will follow suit, okay? So essentially by spinal breathing and letting the field start to cycle through the spine, right? We are starting to merge and blend with the great essence all around us. There's a great essence, this great living field all around us. And we're here to learn to make the two into one, right? To bring God inside of us and live in God. What does that mean? To breathe God inside of you, right? To breathe into that spinal area, charge up the being, charge up the vital magnetism, like that is, flowing and pumping all around you. To charge that up and then exhale and merge with the great essence all around us, okay? The spine is the key because it is the center of polarities. He said, make the male and the female into one, meaning balance the polarities, okay? It means make the two into one, okay? Balancing the polarities is the left and the right side of the body, okay? We can bring them both into harmony, into the center, okay? This is getting a bit deep, too deep here. But making the two into one, my friends, has everything to do with spinal breathing and learning a formless meditation breathing practice, okay? Furthermore, what I really want to hit on is the body is the eye, okay? Matthew 6:22. The light of the body is the eye, and therefore if thine eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, I think this is another way of saying divided, the whole body shall be full of darkness. The light of the body is the eye. Whoa. What are we talking about here, my friends? The light of the body is the eye. Okay. The light of the body, my friends, is literally the pumping vital magnetic field. It is the pranic, etheric flow of energy. Okay, that's the light of the body. The light of the body flows through every cell, every tissue, every organ, into the main command center, into the main channel, right? And then flows around us. Our whole body is being permeated by the light, like that is flowing through us. But that light, my friends, is divided. It is divided between masculine and feminine. Oftentimes we're very imbalanced, left and right side of the brain, right? We're very imbalanced. We're very imbalanced in our polarities of our energy, like The top half of us should be masculine or fiery energy, and the bottom half feminine and watery energy. But in fact, our polarities have lost their polarity, have, basically been divided, okay? If thine eye is divided, if we're seeing through two eyes, right, we're in darkness. What it's saying, my friends, the Buddha says that the body is the eye, okay? Christ, the light of the body, is the eye. Krishna has similar teachings on this. So many masters, what are they talking about? They're talking about the sense that our supreme self, our Shiva self per se, our empty superior self, is literally the observer. It is the full circle around our heavenly portion of our nature and the earthly portion of our nature. Okay? And the light that flows through us, when it's divided, when it's blocked up, when there's misalignments in the spine, when all the organs aren't functioning properly, we are seeing in duality. We are not letting the heavenly nature flow through us, so we are not basically seeing through our whole body. To let thine eye be single, right, would literally be to see through the whole body. You see through all the organs, okay? All the organs are linked to your nervous system, the central nervous system, okay? And that energy flows up to the center, to the bottom of the brainstem, where your optic nerves are, right? And into the brain. We see through all the organs of the body. All the organs of the body are singing, okay? When there's misalignments in the spine and energy is not flowing correctly, we can't feel certain parts of our body. We can't see through the body, okay? But the light of the body is the eye. If we let the body, if we restore the vital flow of, chi through our spine, if we restore that flow of energy, right? That looks like learning how to see through the body. That looks like learning how to feel the body really deeply, how to illuminate the body, how to let the body glow with that etheric energy, right? And as you do that, and as you learn the esoteric and alchemical secrets of reharmonizing, or bringing the two into one, of breathing with the ether into you and merging back with the ether, right? As you do this, okay, the light of the body will purify. Okay, all of a sudden, you're not going to have all these withering branches and leaves because you have all this blocked energy in your field, right? As that blocked energy moves out and your body reharmonizes with the original blueprint, and God is alive, the divine fire is alive inside of you, your heavenly nature is awoken and pumping through your earthly nature, right? The body is a light, literally full of light. And when your body is full of light, you see through it. Literally, you could think about it as the eye, the third eye, right, can only see based off the level of charge it's being given, okay? If we're at a certain frequency, our body is out of whack, it's in disharmony, there's misalignments, there's disease, there's blockages, there's only a trickle of energy flowing up to that third eye area through the spine. And because of that, that third eye is not fully illuminated. If that third eye is not fully illuminated, we can't actually see. We cannot perceive into the spiritual world. We cannot perceive beyond material and flesh. We're trapped in duality. But through breathing practices and learning how to charge our vital magnetism, right, and charge the pathways and open the pathways of flow, that eye is fully illuminated by the light that is carried through our body. When the light that is carried through our body fully illuminates the eye, you tap into the fullness of awareness, the fullness of perception. In that samadhi state that the yogis talk about, for instance. They can perceive, feel, hear things going on all around them, far outside, far away. They can zoom in. It's like omni-awareness, right? And it's because their eye is single. They're fully seeing, they're fully tapped in, they're an online living node, right? So, yeah, that was kind of the idea I wanted to hit on, my friends, is that we must illuminate the spine to allow the vital energy to flow up through the brain, through the eye, right? And then into our field, and we'll become illuminated that way, okay? And to do this, again, look at this diagram right here. Check this out. These are all the plexuses of the nervous system. Look at how they're growing from the spine, They're literally all just growing out from the brainstem and the spine, like branches of a tree. And what do they manifest? They manifest the organs and the cells and the tissues all around it. They manifest the leaves of the tree. We must learn to breathe through all the plexuses, all the skin, all the tissue, all the organs of the body, right? Back into the spine, right? And then exhale and let the organs hang and just be filled with the light. Exhale and let the light shine forth, shine through the body. Let the darkness be evaporated by that light, keeping our eye firmly fixed on our heavenly nature, keeping our eye firmly fixed on the roots of the tree, so that we can learn to inhabit both the heavenly and earthly nature, so we can learn to inhabit both the above and the below. So my friends, a lot of potent knowledge was just dropped in this video. Please drop time codes, if you go back and watch it again, or take notes on where I dove into different topics. And please, again, share this video. If you guys want to talk with me one-on-one or get involved with the Breathwork intensive training program or the Breathwork group, link in the description for that, where you can sign up for a discovery call with me. Thanks for being here, my friends. I appreciate all the comments. They let me know where to take this into the future. Blessings, and may the breath be with you. Cheers.